Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. It's actually Sunday when I'm shooting this video, but I don't know when this video will be out, maybe next Sunday. So I was just here at home chilling, being on a Sunday. I don't do much on Sundays, it's my day to rest. And my sister told me she's coming over and I should fix something for lunch. As you can see, even what I'm wearing, it's just those t-shirts where you wear while you are in the house. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to change just because I want to shoot a video. No, I'll just be me, raw and uncut. So I'm here thinking, what should I make? And I just remembered I do have a chicken from Kenchick. I'm not advertising them, but when it comes to broiler, I love taking the chicken from Kenchick because it doesn't have that broiler smell. So I'm thinking, what should I make? So I'll be making a chicken curry, and this chicken curry, the recipe you see there is something I saw online. So please don't come for me, oh, you don't make chicken curry like that, that's not what you do. For me, it's chicken curry and it's tasty. So I'll be making chicken curry with rice and a bit of some cabbage, white rice for that matter. But I'll only shoot the part where I'm making the chicken curry. It's just a simple recipe you can use if you have been wondering how to make a chicken curry, and also if you love coconut in your food, this is a very good recipe for you. So let's go into the kitchen and make something for my sister. I don't want her to come here and I'm starving her for that reason. Let's head there.
So here I started by preheating the chicken, and then somehow it was too fatty, so I had to drain that fat because I really don't like it. And I preheated for not so many minutes, and then at this point it's already preheated and I've drained the excess oil, so I'm just making sure that it's dry before I can add the other ingredients. So I was done checking, and now here I put the cooking oil, not so much, but I think I put much this time round, but that's okay. And then I picked the ginger. This is a mixture of ginger and garlic. I put it inside like that. Then I stirred a bit to make sure that the chicken gets the taste of ginger and garlic, and then I continued stirring and stirring, as you can see, yes, like that. And then I picked my onions. Now in this case I have white onion. That's the one I used, the white onions, or the white onion, and then the red onion, the kawaida onions that we know. And then, as usual, I continued stirring, and then I noticed that spoon, I'm not supposed to be using it, so I picked my mwiko. This mwiko is very old and I have failed to detach myself from it. There's something about it that I like. So I stirred the onions just to make sure that they simmer. Is it simmering, guys? But I know you can understand me. So, and then I left it to cook, or rather I left the onions to cook for some time, as you can see in this video. But still, I was still stirring just to make sure that the onions were evenly spread. Yes. And then at this point, let's see what's here. I put some salt. I had forgotten to put salt, so I was putting salt here, not so much. I actually have this problem of putting too much salt, but this time it was good, it was balanced. Then I put the tomatoes. Some people prefer blending, but or rather you can use the tomato paste, but I'm not a fan of tomato paste, and I also don't like blending my tomatoes. I usually like the cutting them small and having them cook. I usually make sure that I buy the ripe tomatoes, the ones that are really really ripe, and then I covered a bit. The onions, so rather the tomatoes were cooking, so I was waiting for them to cook completely mpaka zikufe. Here in Kenya we say nyanya ziive mpaka zikufe, as in until they die, meaning until they disappear from the food. And then I did put hoho. I don't like my hohos when they are very very too much cooked. And then I picked my black pepper. I put a bit of it, not so much, because I noticed I didn't have the green chili. So I just decided to use the black pepper at this point. And then next was, yeah, the curry powder. Now, this is the curry thingy. I used the curry powder. This one you can decide to put a little bit too much, but not so much, so as to make the curry, to make that curry thick. Otherwise, if you don't put enough, the curry will be too light. And then here are my 2 coconut milk. I normally buy these small ones because with coconut milk, when you open it, you have to use all of it. And because at home, sometimes I'm alone or just me and my daughter, so I prefer buying the small ones so that I can use them to until they finish. If I buy the one in a can, I normally don't finish it and I don't like putting it in the fridge. So I prefer buying these small ones. Then you can use all of them. In this case, I used 2 because the chicken was big. It was actually a whole chicken. But if I was cooking like a half for myself, I only put like one packet of coconut milk. So in this case, the food was ready. I just needed to put the coconut milk. And then here is the thing, where I come from. Hey, we always make sure that our food has water. In fact, where I come from, my ancestors, they like when we put water, a lot of it. Actually, I was supposed to get a pipe and put that water in there. But anyway, I'm just kidding. But where I come from, we are known for cooking food with a lot of soup. I actually have a friend who is always enjoying me and telling me, make that food swim. Like seriously. But anyway, this was a chicken curry and I needed the water. So I put what I thought was enough and I left it to boil so that it can be cooked very well. And then, as usual, I had to taste to make sure that everything is balanced, and that is salt, curry powder, black pepper, coconut milk, and for some reason, the chicken was almost overcooking. I think I preheated it too much, but that's okay because for white meat, it has to cook, otherwise, it can be dangerous. It can land you in a hospital, I'm telling you. And then at this point, I put my dania. I like to put my danias as the last thing because I don't like my danias cooked. Actually, I like them raw. But in this case, because I was cooking for other people, I put them as the last recipe, or sorry, as the last item, and then I let it boil like for a minute and then I switched it off. So I continued to simmer to make sure that the coriander, or rather the danias, were evenly spread everywhere. And at this point, the food was ready. I was just waiting for my visitors to come. And I prepared now the rice and the cabbage as I had mentioned earlier. And yeah, and we enjoyed the meal. So if you have watched up to this point, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. please make sure you leave your sweet comments, and if you see anything I need to improve, you can always leave that comment. I take it positively. And that was the end product, and we were ready to devour. We were ready to eat the food because my sister was starving. She told me she came from church and she was very, very hungry.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm back again with another Dendero episode. Dendero, it's a Kikuyu word meaning slippery. So I'm in Dendero town and I want to go to the supermarket and get some milk from the dispenser. And one thing I've noticed about Dendero is that this place has no things like vibandas, like hawkers where you can buy those second-hand things. The only thing I've noticed in Dendero is that they sell a lot of food, but there is no way you will find anyone selling any mitumba clothes or mitumba shoes, or rather second-hand clothes or second-hand shoes. And I'm wondering the reason why they don't do that here. But if you go ahead just next town, which is Ruaka, you will find a lot of second-hand selling of clothes, shoes, anything. But here, the only thing you see here being sold is food. Like now, right that side over there, you can see they are selling chicken. But anyway, I don't know the reason why that happens, but let's step out and go to the supermarket and get some milk. I'm at my sister's place and she told me to go to Maguna's and buy that milk from the dispenser. She gave me a bottle so that I can buy the fresh milk, not the packet milk, but the fresh. So let's go. Very funny place. No hawkers, no nothing. You can't even find those mama mbogas anywhere. Yo, am I lost? Where is the entrance here? Let me ask.
So I got into the supermarket and I started vlogging, talking, beating stories for you guys. But when I came home and I started editing the video, I noticed there was some music playing in the background. And I had to mute because actually the music that was playing was a Kenyan gospel, a very famous one. I'm forgetting the name. So I knew I will get a copyright. And then this guy followed me and was asking me what's that I'm holding, and I told him it's my camera and I do YouTube videos. So he offered to help me get the milk from the dispenser. Guys, I know this might sound shady, but I've never gotten the milk from the ATM, or rather from the dispenser, and I didn't know how to go about it. So he came and he did help, and that's how this place looks like. So all this time I was vlogging, I'm talking to the guy, not knowing that the music is playing in the background. Actually, it is this song that goes like, na siwezi jizuia kusema that song. And that one I knew it will give me copyright straight away. So if you see me talking or if you see me speaking in this video and you can't hear what I'm saying, it's because upon editing my video, I noticed there was music in the background, and the only thing I could do is to mute the video and do a voice over. So I decided to walk around a bit. The supermarket is very, very organized and very clean. I've never been into a Maguna's supermarket, even though there are so many of them in all towns in Kenya, but I like this one. It's clean, it's organized, and it's not congested, not so many people inside. So yeah, so I took my milk and I headed home to make that African tea.
So let's head home and make some African tea. Hey, the sun in Nairobi is crazy. It's 5 p.m. and it's so hot, guys. Very hot. I wonder when it's gonna rain. So, like I said, Dendero is very interesting. See? Are these sugar canes? Let's see. Yeah. Like now, these are sugar canes. And some sorghum are here. Maybe this is why they don't have like vibandas and all that, because if you need sugar cane, you get it from your farm. Onions like that. Also, I don't know, it's one interesting town, by the way.